Yeah, my name is Tom Perkins, and we're standing here in central New Mexico, probably 35 miles east of Albuquerque. So we run 70 head of mother cows here with bulls and commercial cow-calf operation. Well, altogether, we probably run 200, 250. My father-in-law included, yep. We run this country here, doesn't have a whole lot of brush, but we run cattle south of here down in the juniper pinyo, thick brush. I feel like we're giving our cattle the best chance at good nutrition using Riomax as far as minerals and vitamins and it's balancing our forage. Traditionally, this country's been low in minerals. We've all thought that the cattle needed some more minerals, and the problem was we couldn't find a mineral that the cattle would eat that we could afford, and the Riomaxes filled that gap for us. Made a big difference. Now, my dad ranches about 80 miles south of here. So he had two different little lease places that were roughly the same size, and they were right adjoining. And so we put Riomax on one set of cows and not the others. And then in the fall, when we wean those calves, we put the two sets of calves right together across the fence from each other. And there's a visual difference. I would say 35 or 40 pounds heavier. And you could also, their coats were a lot shinier. They just looked a lot healthier. And the cattle, you could see the same thing in the cows too. We're sitting here, it's 8 o'clock in the morning, and these cows are all just laying around. They're all full, licking themselves. If they weren't happy, they'd be trying to get a bite of grass somewhere. They're not all here, but a bunch of them are. And we did have some early rains here. But right now, Lauren and I figured a while ago that this Riomax is costing us 11 cents a day per head to feed. And, I've got to where you can kind of tell the condition of your forage by the consumption of your mineral. So when the grass is real good and healthy, they don't eat a bunch of that mineral. But when it kind of dries up and, in the winter when you're feeding, then your consumption goes up a little bit. Well, I will tell you this, in a drought year like we've been having for the last several, I think the extra nutrition is a huge plus. I think you're saving money. I think you're getting more out of your feed that you're feeding, whether it's cubes or hay or whatever. I think that's a big plus in the dry country. On top of everything else, like better weaning weights, better conception rates, it's like my dad said, if you have a cow that's healthy enough that she lasts another year or two, you don't have to get rid of her. What is that worth? That'd pay for your tub right there. When we first started with Rio, our cattle had never seen any tub. And so we put some Riomax tubs out, and for 2 weeks, those cows didn't touch it. Then the next 2 weeks, I was like, oh my gosh, they ate so much of it, no way we can afford it. But after that, they leveled off, and we've been feeding Riomax for 4 years now, and I really think it's as necessary as grass and water. We'll continue. Yeah, it pays for itself.